My friend, yes, you, the one watching this beautiful live stream right now, right here on the Crypto Bliss channel, welcome back. And you only have days left until we see the most ridiculous crypto bull run we have seen in the history of crypto. And in this time, you are going to want to stay tuned right to the very end of the video because there's going to be lots of fundamentals you are not going to want to miss. I did a few videos for you the last few days, and I left the good content for today in this live session. But of course, you can go and check those videos out there. There is plenty out there that you're going to need to go and check out, watch, see what's going on, and essentially what will be your next step. So thank you for being back here with me on the Crypto Bliss channel. Let's delve right in here in this chart today. Of course, we can see Bitcoin is doing some incredibly powerful things. And Bitcoin has broken through this little level of resistance here right now. It closed a very beautiful 3-day candle just above that area. The RSI 3-day is a little bit overheated at this point, or coming up to overheated. However, the MACD is looking insane for a massive push up. So MACD is generally momentum. And you can see I actually drew this here a little while ago, but that ain't going to cut the cheese here today. So let's remove that because that was meant to be here on the 100. That was kind of taking a little bit of a turn. But look at what we're experiencing now when we zoom in just ever so slightly here, because the 20 and the 20 and the 50 have been punched through too, right at this exact level of resistance. Just as I put here, just out of this apex here. So we broke out right on time, my friend. And if you have not been subscribed to my channel, then I don't know what you're doing, because I've been showing you how to make crazy, mega, ridiculously delicious gains this cycle in crypto. So with that being said, here is the falling wedge pattern that we've seen everybody or a lot of people speak about. And one thing I just want to show you about this falling wedge pattern is that this was the low. Okay, so we take a line from there, we hit the new low, and generally you want about 3 touches. Okay, that's just a normal standard on this. So if we were to have some sort of level of rejection, we may kind of just give one last steam push up here. If we are to fail here and we are to have a little bit of a rejection, undoubtedly so, we will come back to this current level, bounce probably off of the 20 and the 50 moving average once again. That will bring us right back down from kind of 77, let's call it $66,666, right back down to probably, I mean, it could come back even down all the way here to about $60,000. So I need you to know that we are not out of this pattern just yet. But my friend, we are so close. So don't go anywhere. And make sure to stay tuned, because I'm going to show you some crazy stuff that is going to come out for you. Now, this is Ethereum. If you guys want to use my Bybit link deposit bonus, you could trade Ethereum. Ethereum is currently busy getting ready to break out. It's had a nice pump right. Well, actually, there is a little bit of resistance right there. Okay, but that's why we're going to need some force to break out of this top end here. And so if we do get that level, we will probably come up to about $3,400 odd. I like to draw back here to our Bitcoin chart, because on our Bitcoin daily chart, this is absolutely significant that we have been seeing the weekly moving average, okay, that has been kind of sitting up here at this level. So right now, you can see here that we've actually been tapping on this 200 level. Now, that's the 200 on the day, on the weekly. Let's go and see if we can put the 200 on the weekly. Let's go and see the settings. Let's go and see the settings. All right. Okay, it's not giving us the setting right now. Okay, but this is the 200 daily. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay, maybe it's not going to give it to us. Let's go back to the weekly. All right. So on the weekly here, what we can see is where this is actually hitting some resistance right now. No, it's still not giving it to us. Okay, I'll show you that chart in a short little moment. It's the 200 weekly moving average on the daily time frame. Okay, now why do we put that like that? Well, that's because we are hitting a very strong level of resistance. You can actually see that we tap down there and look at this level. We're busy kind of rolling over right now. That's why I say we've broken out. We need to back test or retest this zone with all of this moving average plus this apex here. And really we can find some absolutely powerful move out of this zone. So I'm going to delete this line here for you. So right now we're kind of getting tangled up here with the moving averages. Now, if you're not signed up and you have not yet gotten into some of these trades, I don't know how we're going to do this, my friend, but you need to get in. Why is that? Well, 4 days ago, actually it was about 6 days ago, BlackRock actually revealed that they are quietly preparing for a $35 trillion Federal Reserve dollar crisis with Bitcoin, predicted to spark a sudden boom. So I've been speaking about an estimated about $10 trillion that are coming into the Federal Reserve. What does that look like for the Federal Reserve? We're currently at about $28.5 odd trillion. Now, if we are expecting a 7 odd trillion, this is not talking about all of this going into one asset. It will go into multiple assets, of course. It'll go into multiple stock exchanges and a number of other very beautiful assets. So here you can see the US national debt is currently sitting at the highest it has ever been. The world record. Oh, there you go. $35 trillion today. Okay. That's excluding what they're about to print. I thought it was about 28 trillion for some reason. I couldn't. No, because they've printed ridiculous amounts of money in the last little while. Plus, lowering the Federal Reserve rates by 50 basis points last week will send this asset through the stars and the moon and past into the next few galaxies. You just wait and see, my friend. Okay, so BlackRock also believes that Bitcoin, and this is the BlackRock Center, so BlackRock also believes that Bitcoin is an absolutely unique diversifier, meaning that investors considering allocating Bitcoin are grappling with how to analyze it to relative traditional financial assets, given Bitcoin's unique properties and limited history. Bitcoin is highly volatile and obviously risky, but the higher the risk, the higher the reward. And that's what you are very well aware of. Bitcoin's nature as a scarce, non-sovereign, decentralized global asset has caused some investors to consider it as a flight to safety option in times of fear around certain geopolitical disruptive events. Over the long term, Bitcoin's adoption trajectory is likely to be driven by the intensity of concerns over global monetary stability and geopolitical instability. So very interesting. These people here know exactly what it is that they are doing here. And they are just buying this asset up faster than you can even dream of it. So if you have not got any yet, you need to get yourself some right now on Bybit. Use my link down below in the comments. No, I didn't take anything tonight, but today I'm looking at Bitcoin as the unique diversifier. Not only that, but Bitcoin price forecast. BlackRock labels Bitcoin as a unique diversifier and could fuel a BTC price surge. So just in $10 trillion financial giant BlackRock released a full report on Bitcoin, saying it's a unique diversifier. The new marketing team for BlackRock Bitcoin ETF is here. Not only that, but what on earth is actually going on with gold? Well, gold prices are up a massive 28% in 2024, with the majority of the gains actually happening in the last month to 3 months. Okay, so with a fresh record high of $2,660 an ounce. This puts gold on track for its best annual return since 1979, all while the Fed is calling it a soft landing. Is gold telling us something different? What do you think? I want to know from my community. Do you think the wool is being pulled over the eyes, or do you think that we are on the right track here in the Bitcoin space by looking at Bitcoin? And yes, I mean gold essentially, and I'd love to go and look at market. Let's go and see the total assets around market ranking cap. Because if we go and look at this here, AU gold supply and demand. Well, this is going to tell us what the actual gold price should actually be today. I think I'm on the right one, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Now, if gold is up at $2,660 in the last little moment, you best be knowing that with Bitcoin, okay, BTC, number of mined, new supply versus ETF demand, okay, 920, so 20th of, so this is 3 days ago, 20th of September, and the week, and since January ETF launch, Bitcoin mined has been 165,317 Bitcoin that have been mined. But yet, the ETFs just bought by the US, okay, is coming up close to 300,000. This week was more than double what that was. This was triple what that was. So if you think that we are not so bullish on Bitcoin, my friend, you need to get absolutely ridiculously bullish on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only asset that's going to save your ass. If you're looking at gold, even though gold has made some of the craziest returns, gold is currently sitting at nearly an $18 trillion market cap, 2,600. I want to go and see here. Let's go and see. It doesn't want to give us today price 30 days. Okay, we'll go and have a look. No, we want is the total market cap. There you go, gold. And Bitcoin is currently back at 10th position. Okay. Meta obviously had a good pump into it. Yes, it has. And so what I can just say to you here right now, my friend, is you should not go anywhere, because if gold is going to catch up to, if Bitcoin is going to catch up to gold, we're looking at like an 8-9x, and that's a nearly $18 trillion market cap just on gold, let alone what Bitcoin can do. All right, so with gold making some highs, the only difference and the reason why 2 billion in gold versus 2 billion in Bitcoin, okay, on your little hard drive, your little hardware asset, this right here is gold, $2 billion worth of gold. How do you transport that? How do you send that out? Like, where do you put that? Somebody finds this in your house, they're undoubtedly going to take a bar or two or three, or depending on who they are and what they want, because why would you leave $2 billion of gold anywhere else but in a vault that costs you money? Whereas a hardware wallet, cool, costs you up front to buy your money, but it doesn't cost you any money to keep it in that vault. And that is a vault that only you have the record for. So hence why you need to acquire one of those, and you can use my ledger link right down in the description, bottom of the description of this video, and you can go ahead and use my link and get yourself an incredible discount and get yourself one of those ledgers. Okay, I own a couple. I've spread my risk across all of them, and that is the best thing that you could do for yourself. If you're starting small and slow and you're just beginning in the crypto space, then just do the slowest way by getting yourself one and putting your assets. Eventually, you'll grow and you'll be able to diversify. So, yeah. Now, with that being said, are we in the most incredible phase right now? We are not even in the euphoria phase. We are only still in kind of optimism phase right now. And right now, belief has yet to come. And as you can see here, euphoria would probably send us up to about 300,000, which has been my personal target on Bitcoin for as long as I can remember. And in fact, even say pretty much the end of, kind of towards the last quarter of last year. But now the interesting thing is that I did ask you a little while ago, can Bitcoin hit $10 million? Well, fuck yes, it can. The question is, when can it hit it? And so you'll have to go and check out my videos. I'll leave them pinned up in the comments in the card above for you. So I don't know about you, but this is going up. You don't want to be missing out on this opportunity. We're sitting at $63,000 today. We haven't even gone up this length. Now do the math. Call it $60,000. That's up to $300,000. That's a 5x on Bitcoin alone. The hardest, best asset in the world. Over the next year, you could potentially 5x your money. Okay, don't be missing out. Now, this is a little video I want to share with you that Donald Trump says he thinks that crypto has a great future and maybe it could pay off the $35 trillion debt with Bitcoin that I was busy speaking about. Okay, this isn't what I was looking for. We'll come back to that. But yeah, so that takes us completely out of the park. Let's go and hear what this video has to say right here, right now.
I'm curious what you think the future of crypto looks like if, God forbid, you don't win the election.
The future of crypto, what does it look like? Well, I think it's a good future. You know, who knows about anything today? You look at values, you look at what's happening and where it's come and where it came from. I think crypto's got a great future. I think it really does. Maybe we'll pay off the $35 trillion in crypto.
Maybe we'll pay off the $35 trillion in crypto, using crypto. Okay, he is all for crypto, and I like what oh man, I forgot his name right now. It slipped my mind. But the gentleman that created BitMax, Arthur. Okay, Arthur Hayes. Thank you. You just have to sometimes just collect your thoughts. So Arthur Hayes actually said that why would the Federal Reserve have all of a sudden dropped by 50 basis points when actually the market was seemingly doing pretty much okay the way it was? Maybe they manipulate the data on elections, but maybe they're getting ready to pump up money, okay, to have Kamala Harris perhaps win the race to the presidential candidacy. So the thing that you need to understand here is that this dude was very much not pro-crypto a few years ago, but all of a sudden, you know, he'll take your money, use it to run his campaign. But is he actually pro-crypto, or is he just taking your money, accepting it because it's cash, and he knows the value of cash and crypto, essentially, and converting that into cash to essentially do what he's doing here with his race? I must say, he's done exceptionally well. I do enjoy the dude from the perspective of he's definitely got a lot more business sense than Kamala. And yeah, oh, that's very interesting, right? We are in the most beautiful times that we could ever imagine. So just be careful who you vote for. Be careful what you vote for. And make sure that, first of all, you vote for yourself. Okay? Because voting for yourself will give you self-autonomy and self-power. And the way that you are going to do that, my friend, is through Bitcoin and subscribing to my Crypto Bliss channel and getting yourself $30,000 deposit bonus and buying yourself some Bitcoin and Ethereum right there, right now. Use my link pinned in the card, in the comments down below, and in the description of the video. Because if you do that, imagine taking $30,000 today and getting a 5x on that. You're taking $30,000 and converting that into $150,000. If you took a 5x, in fact, just a 1x trade up on this, that is insane, my friend. That's life-changing money for a lot of people out there. So let's go and listen to the next video out here that I wanted to share with you, because the former Coinbase CTO Balaji says that Bitcoin is about stopping the state freedom from slowly draining your wealth. The Fed wants you dead just a little bit every year. Listen to this.
About stopping the state from slowly draining your wealth and don't die is about stopping the state from slowly draining your health, right? And they're actually very parallel, because in the...
And my businesses are all pertaining to health. and giving health to the masses for the benefit of all. Okay.
Legacy system assumes a basic rate of 2% inflation. Like, yeah, hyperinflation is bad, but actually also deflation is bad. So a little bit of inflation, a little bit of loss of wealth every year is good. And this current system, the medical system, says, oh yeah, sudden death is bad, but trying to live forever, that's weird. So you should just die a little bit every year, right? And so it's really the same logic as the Fed, right? The Fed is, they want you dead, just a little bit every year, right? And so we resist that. We stand against that. Go ahead. Yeah. Bitcoin.
With Bitcoin is what he's saying. We stand against that with Bitcoin. And me and my businesses, I stand against the pharmaceutical companies and all of those absolutely absurd people out there in this world that are declining your health at a rapid rate with all kinds of dramatic stuff. That's not for YouTube, of course, but make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you hear more of that every now and then. Every now and then I release stuff to you, and you need to know those things because that is very, very important. Now, the most powerful part of Bitcoin bull run begins. Aurelian Ohayon, look at this. Ironically, 420 days, the cannabis joy. 420 days of downward momentum. 420 days of downward momentum. 420 days of downward momentum. Then that was the bottom. Okay? Bounce ridiculously. And the bull run is generally about 1,100 days long. Literally to the T. Okay. Bitcoin's bull run begins. The next phase of our bull cycle begins. Look at these little pullbacks that you have. This pullback that we've had here is the worst probably pullback besides for this ridiculous thing here, which was an absolute manipulation, as we all know. And as you can see here, if we were to have something like this, cool, it wicked people out. We already had that strong wick there, and that wick was so strongly bought back up. Okay. And it has not come back down below that area right there, like I constantly show you. It has not come back below this zone right here of 54,000. So I just need you to know that right now we are only halfway through the fucking bull market. And this target here is also between $250,000 to $300,000. Not only that, but Bitcoin is right on time. Look at where we currently are. These years were the bear years. These were the pre-bull years. This was the first part of the bull cycle, and this is the second part of the bull cycle. We are still currently only here right now, getting ready to tick-tock, 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 explode and pump this $35 trillion, okay, into these beautiful assets. So I want to share with you something that is critically important here pertaining to gold. Oh, there it is right there. But we'll come here, no problem. So essentially, you'll see that gold is currently sitting at $2,660 today. But actually, the real price of gold, okay, there you go. Production change since 2000. Okay, I want to look at something very specific on this chart. There you go. So dollar to crypto ratio. Now this is what I've been looking for here. This here, my friends, is the most important component of what it is that I want to share with you. Dollar, the actual price that gold should be at today, even though it's 28% up, the actual price that gold should be at today, without it being suppressed and manipulated, should currently be at approximately $4,000 an ounce. And if you look here, the 5-year ratio should actually be between $9,300 to $12,500 an ounce. So if you are not well attuned with looking at the information and the data in the right way, you're only reading noise, things that will distract you, things that will not be helpful to you. Not only that, you can see that silver is currently at about $26, okay? Silver should be at about $406 today. Okay, So BRICS GDP to gold ratio is now sitting at 136,300 per an ounce. Okay. The BRICS GDP is smashing the dollar. Okay. Look at this. Smashing, obliterating it, like uppercutting it like Mike Tyson with a little kid. Okay. Not only that, but actually you can see that crypto is officially on the same rate to ratio for the dollars. Dollar to crypto ratio in 2013 was 9,000 to $1. Dollar to crypto ratio now is estimated about 9.81. In other words, this year, okay, the M2 to US dollar ratio is $1,777 to $1. What the fuck is that? Okay, that's telling us that's 1,777% that they've eroded the dollar. That means the dollar is absolutely worth nothing. It's paper based on the trust of the US system and the US economy. My friends, look at the currency and creditive derivatives. This is 632 trillion. Currency and creditive derivatives, 100 trillion. US money M2 supply, 21 trillion. Okay. They can't continue like this. They can't carry on like this. So let's go and delve into a little bit of this right now. Okay. You can see that we're on the strength to the upside, but we still have a little bit of a way to get. Okay. And once we do get out of this wedge, this falling wedge pattern, my friend, we're going to the sky. Now, what's so cool about Ethereum is that Ethereum broke above the 200 weekly moving average on the 200 on the 3-day moving average. We've got a bottom. So this is a double bottom, a bottom and a bottom. That's a double bottom. That's confirmation. We're heading up. We're going to head up here, no doubt, to about $3,000 before we pull back, probably back down to this level of the 200, find support on the 200, create a higher low pattern right here. I'm going to put this in this zone for you right now. That's probably the zone that we could expect a continuation of the pump and then a pull back down here and then a massive pump to the upside. This will take time. It's not going to go okay. All right. So if you don't see this, then you need to look at the total 2 crypto market cap, because Ethereum is leading the total 2 and the total 3. And these two, my friend, are getting ready to break out. They're doing the same thing, okay, except they're a little bit higher right now than the Ethereum markers, because Ethereum is still sitting within a tight range, as you saw there. Ethereum is sitting very much tight here, okay? But the total 2 and the total 3 are above the 50, above the 20, above the 100, and above the 200, hence telling us that we are getting ready for a massive explosion. Yes, just like my arrows pointed. Isn't it ironic that I haven't even shifted my arrows, but my arrows pointed to us, maybe not in exact, but it told us it was going to go up. It told us we were going to go down. It told us we are about to pump, and then we're probably going to sit sideways before the next level up. It's just how it works. Patience is the name of the game. Okay, all right. Not only that, but the total 3 minus USDT. So this is all altcoins minus the dollar, minus USDT divided by BTC is telling us where the fuck you need to invest your money right now. Holy shit. Okay, let's draw, besides for the ridiculous lines that we have there, look at the pattern that we have that is busy unfolding. This is also somewhat a falling wedge pattern. Okay, this is mega bullish. We have to get up here to the 200. That's 48. I wonder what we're going to see happen to this space in the next bull cycle. Do we break out of this triangle, or do we only come up to the top here and get to about a 0.65 level? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. But the juiciest of this all is that we are having a topping. Now, this is very interesting. This is the 3-day pattern. We have 2 higher highs or a double top, however you choose to see it, on the price action. We have then 2 lower lows currently happening on the RSI, and the MACD is now starting to top out, falling into the red. What does that actually mean? Well, first of all, this is bearish divergence, okay? Because the price is going higher, but the RSI is falling. This is bearish divergence. This is fucking phenomenal for crypto because right now you can see that this is way overstretched these moving averages, and really we're going to start now falling. Once the moment we fall through this level here, the 57.13%, we will collapse down layer for layer all the way down here to wherever we need to fall in this cycle. I don't know how low it's going to go in this cycle, but my friend, with the dollar, yes, it might pull back up to this level, retrace a little bit. Whoopsie-doo. But the truth is that it is just going to go down. Now, if you remember that this is bonds, okay, US bonds, they're pumping once again, okay. You need to know that when you're looking at, this is the bonds, excuse me. The bonds are completely, literally just falling out the tree, okay. This is very good for price action, okay. Look, ironically, that the 10 moving average, the 20 moving average is so in a line with the resistance level. That's why moving averages are so beautiful. And that's why when you have a clean chart here, you can see that we're well above this now, okay? We're well above the 20 and the 50 moving average in a green candle with the MACD pumping up. We are getting ready to obliterate the USDT, finding hard resistance here once again, creating lower highs once again, and the same thing busy happening. Bearish divergence is busy unfolding. The others, this is all the others. It broke out last week. It even retested, and now it's getting ready to make a massive pump up to the 200 moving average at 11.15%. Okay. Sure, my friends, this has been a mouthful of a video for you, and I hope you have enjoyed this video because my target of 300,000, I'll share that and show that with you once again. Okay. My target of 300,000. Okay, let's close the zoom here. There's my target of 300,000. The green horizontal level is just somewhat so slightly just above the 4.236, which is at about $243,000. So we still have quite a way to go. And I just want to give you some perspective that, like I said, it's a 5x move from where we currently are to that 300,000 level point. Now, there you go, 377%, okay, from where we are today. That's a 4x, okay? It's not quite 5x, it's a 4x. So if you want 4x in the top asset on the world that is better than gold, it's on its way, it's going to obliterate all of these through the next season, then you need to subscribe to my channel because the US debt is going to continue to go up. They've put in like $1.5 trillion just this year alone into this market. With the halfway point through this season, you want to run through the market to the all-time highs of Bitcoin. So make sure you're subscribed. I gotta love and leave you right now, and I ain't gonna do any trading with you guys on today's video. I just wanted to share some really cool facts out there. I am only in one trade at the moment, and it's bleeding a little bit. It's called auction USDT. It's bleeding ever so slightly, but for the fact I need to actually top up my account and put some trades in. I just have been very, very busy over the last few days. So, and as you can see, I've just been making these videos for you. So much love to you all. Thanks for being here with me on the Crypto Bliss channel live tonight. I hope you have enjoyed every single second, every single moment, and truly appreciate all of you. Etan Capri Caesar, definitely. Thanks for being here, my brother. I love you lots, my brother Bear, and appreciate you benevolently. So, you beautiful soul. And yeah, how's it? And a big fat love for you, man. Thanks for being here, everybody. Much love, and we'll see you on the next one. Blessed souls.